Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season 58 virtual championship. My name is Meredith. I am going to be your host this evening. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for playing with us in season 58 of NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. It has been a pleasure hosting for you all this past season, and I hope you had fun with the game. And we're very appreciative to have you with us here this evening to close out season 58 and usher in a new age with season 59 coming your way just 1 week from today. Well done to our top teams from last season. Let us check in with these season 58 scores. As it stands, as we head into this evening, finishing out regular season play in the top spot with 274 total points between their top 7 games. 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. Well played. Great season to you. In second place, We Drink and We Know Things. In third, Pieced It Together. Fourth place, Team 578. In fifth place, Jackass Incorporated. In sixth, The Blue Shells. In seventh, The Helsinki Syndrome. In eighth, The Gloopiest Nando. Or we could just call you Nando Team. We know you change it up. It's exciting. In ninth, we've got the novelization of Aaron Brockovich 2000. And in 10th place, Chi-Chi's Forever. Great season to all 10 of those teams. If your team didn't end up in that top 10, do not fret. We're wiping the slate clean this evening, and it is all about this game to find out who is taking home the emoji crowns for the season to wear all of season 59 as they log into the game. To get signed up here tonight, it is our usual website. Come on over to quiz.nyctrivialeague.com. This game today is going to be composed of 4 rounds, just like usual. The structure is a little bit different, and I will walk you through it as we go. I know you all are deeply familiar with how the game works in terms of me asking the questions, the countdown timer, me rescoring things if you spell things incorrectly. You know the drill. We don't need to get into it too deeply here tonight. But as always, it is important to make sure that we go over the rules for the game. Most important here tonight, in fact, because it's for all the marbles. It's for all of the emoji crowns, as it were. Our first rule and most important rule, as always, there's no cheating in trivia. Please do not look the answers up. We know you can. We all could. Don't do it. Thank you. Don't cheat by any means. If you know the answers for the wrong reasons, you know what those wrong reasons are, don't enter it in. If you know it naturally, write it. Rule number 2, don't give away the answers in the chat. That's it. Love hearing from you all in the chat. Let's see. People are saying some things. Good luck, everyone. I like to see it. Happy King's Cup. Welcome to the championship. Keep the comments going throughout the game. Just kindly make sure that you don't give away any of the answers. You want to see my apartment? Yeah, it's different this time around because I'm not home. That is why. It's a little different. Next season we'll try to make it be normal. But let you in on a secret. I'm not home right now. And that's okay. Okay, everybody. We're going to dive into our first round. It's officially 8:00, which means it's time to get this party started. Once again, thank you for playing with us this season. In case we don't have a single social here tonight, I think we need to hear the air horn as a means of simply celebrating. You did it. We all did it. Here we are together. Let's go. Round 1. Our first category of the virtual championship season 58 is all about entertainment. Entertainment strongly featuring the letter E. That E is going to pop up either in the question or the answer. So if you see an E prominently featured in a question, it likely is not going to have an answer that starts with an E. E entertainment. 10 questions in this first round. Here we go, folks. Round one, question number one. Benedict Cumberbatch stars as Vincent, a puppeteer on what Netflix limited series named for his character's 7 foot tall puppet? Name that show. Someone going, there's not an E featured prominently in this question. It must be in the answer. We're calling it Benedict Umberatch. Like it? Not correct. This series is called Eric. Eric is your answer for number one. A tough start, folks, but 29% of you got it right. Okay, our second question in the game. What 2024 single by Sabrina Carpenter is her first song to reach the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart? Maybe this one's a little easier. Let's see. I like the joke answers coming my way. Those of you who were not familiar with Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso is your answer. One team put E, a song about dolphins. Love it. A lot of E's there. Okay. Reminder that throughout the game, please make sure you click submit answers before your timer expires. It is never my goal to lock anybody out of a question. Here is number 3 for half a point each. She is from Australia and he is from New Jersey. What real life couple portrayed Jenna and Max, parents to the title character Ezra, in a 2024 movie? It's the championship, everyone. The questions are going to be a little bit more challenging here tonight. A lot of teams got it right. It's tough. A newer movie and a bit of an obscure hint. That real life couple who stars in Ezra is Rose Byrne and Bobby Cannavale. 23% coming in with Rose Byrne and 21 with Bobby Cannavale. Like I said, tough, tough, tough. We'll check in with our standings at the end of this round. Hope you're having fun, even if these first three questions have been semi-brutal. Let's see how you do on number 4. Ella Purnell plays the character Lucy McLean on what post-apocalyptic drama series based on an Interplay Entertainment video game? Reminder that E could be in the question or in the answer. Post-apocalyptic video game turned into a series. The series released this year. Ella Purnell stars in Fallout. Fallout is your correct answer. Ooh, we're on a roll here. Okay, 73% of you got that one right. Let's do it. Let's keep it going with question number 5. What American poet with the 1923 collection Tulips and Chimneys often signed his name and wrote many of his works in all lowercase letters? No E in that question featured prominently, but rather popping up twice in the first initials of this person. It's E. E. Cummings. E. E. Cummings, known for writing his name in lowercase as well as many of his poems. Question number 6. The E! TV network has been home to many reality shows over the years, including a series that debuted in 2022 centering around the family of what retired 4-time Super Bowl winning NFL quarterback who played for 14 seasons with the Pittsburgh Steelers? This reality series was called The Bradshaw Bunch. It's Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw had a reality show on E! Entertainment Television. Question 7. Isa Gonzalez has starred in projects like Ambulance and The Three Body Problem, as well as what 2020 superhero film based on a Valiant Comics character, which starred Vin Diesel in the title role? A movie released in the best year for movies, 2020. A movie at least 13 of you were aware existed. It was called Bloodshot. Bloodshot is the name of that movie. 32% coming in with the correct response. We've got 3 more questions in this entertainment round. Here's number 8. What is the last name of Robert and Michelle, the creators of the TV series Evil and Elsbeth? Truly enjoying the wrong answers coming in, like the team who put Cumberbatch. To the team who put The Good Wife people, you are right. It is The Good Wife people. Their names are Robert and Michelle King. Now we know. And 26% of you already knew. Well done. Our 9th question in this round. Michael David Edwards became the first competitor to represent Great Britain in Olympic ski jumping in 1988. His story was told in what 2016 movie in which he was portrayed by Taron Egerton? Michael David Edwards went by the nickname that was given to this movie, Eddie the Eagle. Eddie the Eagle, your correct answer for number 9. We've got 1 more question in this round, then we're leaving it behind us. Moving on to something entirely different. Here's number 10. What 1998 animated movie was the second movie released by DreamWorks Pictures and featured the song When You Believe by Steven Schwartz? The second movie released by DreamWorks Pictures featuring that song When You Believe, which went on to become a pop hit for, I believe, Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. It is from The Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt, your correct response for number 10. And did you know that featured in The Prince of Egypt as the character Aaron, Miriam's brother and Moses's biological brother, is none other than our theme for this season. Let us bid a soft farewell to being Goldbloomed. It's been fun, Jeff Goldblum. Thank you for walking us through this career retrospective of yours, including The Prince of Egypt. We will be introducing a brand new theme for season 59. And of course, if Jeff Goldblum should ever come back organically, we'll make sure to Goldblum you and keep me honest in the chat. I want to make sure that you get Goldbloomed when it happens, even if I didn't notice it for some reason. Okay, let's check in with our standings. One round into the quiz. Here's how it's going thus far for our top teams. Currently in a tie for 6th place with 7 points, we've got the Blue Shells and Jive Turkeys tied in 4th with 4 points, or pardon me, in 4th with 8 points. There it is. We've got Team 578 and the Helsinki Syndrome, and tied for the lead right now. These 3 teams had perfect scores in our first round, 10 for 10. The Rum Runner, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks, and pieced it together. All right, it is on, everybody. Let's dive right on in to round number 2 tonight. Round 2 is in the category of follow along. This round is going to be structured a little bit differently than what we're used to. It's similar to a mystery round, though you do not need to identify the theme in this round. Here is how this round is going to work. The answers in this round will follow a certain sequence or pattern, which will not be revealed until the round is over and all answers are locked in. Just like a mystery round when we do things in this virtual setting, you will not be able to see the questions on your answer sheet for this round, but instead they will be up here next to me as part of the Twitch stream. So I'll ask a question, it's going to pop up right over here for you to see. We'll go through all of the questions 1 through 10, then go back up to the top and quickly recap those questions 1 through 10. And all 10 question blanks are going to be open on your answer sheet for the duration of the round. And kindly make sure that you put your answers in the correct order. So some kind of sequence or pattern. Let's do it. Round 2. Question number 1. Blood thinners like heparin and warfarin are commonly used medications for the medical affliction DVT, which is short for deep vein what? A note on submitting your answers this round. If you want to submit after each question, you can, but you also don't have to submit until the end. Here's number 2. Currently ranked number 1 in the world in men's singles, Denmark's Victor Axelsen is one of only 3 non-Asian athletes to win an Olympic gold medal in what sport since the 1992 Summer Games? Question number 3. What word used to refer to a popular Indian curry dish comes from the Portuguese words for wine and garlic? Though the traditional style from Goa is made with pork, alternative versions of this dish can use vegetables or other meats. Question number 4. During his second term, Rene Barrientos, the president of what country, captured Che Guevara while Guevara was establishing a guerrilla campaign in the country? Barrientos orders his execution on October 9th, 1967. Name the country. As a reminder, we will recap all of the questions in this round before you need to submit. So if you miss anything, it'll come back around. Here's number 5. What is the first name of the fictional character Chastain, the subject of a best-selling romance novel series created by fictional author Paul Sheldon, who himself is the subject of a 1987 thriller novel written by real-life author Stephen King? Question number 6. Situated in the Canadian Rockies, what popular resort town in Alberta, Canada, is the site of Canada's first national park, which was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985? Question number 7. In 2011, Gwyneth Paltrow won the Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for playing substitute teacher Holly Holiday on what TV show? Question number 8. With a title referencing the city of Toronto, what 1981 song by the rock band Rush, off their album Moving Pictures, has an introductory rhythm that spells the song's name in Morse code? Question number 9. At one point turned into a heifer in some stories, what priestess to the Greek goddess Hera and mortal lover to Zeus lends her name to the third largest moon of Jupiter? And our final question of this round, we will go back over questions 1 through 10 before you need to submit. Here it is, number 10. Josh Hartnett played high school student Hugo, who schemes to sabotage his friend, played by Mekhi Phifer, in what 2001 film adapted from a William Shakespeare tragedy? A reminder, all of the answers in this round are going to follow a certain sequence or pattern that hopefully you've caught on to, and maybe it's helping you out as you answer these questions. Let's head back to number 1 through 10 and recap this round before you officially need to submit your responses. Here's number 1 again. Blood thinners like heparin and warfarin are commonly used medications for DVT, which is short for deep vein what? Question number 2. Currently ranked number 1 in the world in men's singles, Denmark's Victor Axelsen is one of only 3 non-Asian athletes to win an Olympic gold medal in what sport since the 1992 Summer Games? Question 3. What word used to refer to a popular Indian curry dish comes from the Portuguese words for wine and garlic? Its traditional Goa style is made with pork, but it can also be made with vegetables or other meats. Question 4. During his second term, Rene Barrientos, the president of what country, captured Che Guevara? While Guevara was establishing a guerrilla campaign in the country, Barrientos ordered his execution on October 9th, 1967. Question 5. What is the first name of the fictional character Chastain, the subject of a best-selling romance novel series created by fictional author Paul Sheldon, who himself is the subject of a 1987 thriller novel written by real-life author Stephen King? Question 6. Situated in the Canadian Rockies, what popular resort town in Alberta, Canada, is the site of Canada's first national park, which was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1985? Question 7. In 2011, Gwyneth Paltrow won an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series for playing substitute teacher Holly Holiday on what TV show? Question 8. What title, referencing the city of Toronto, is a 1981 song by the rock band Rush off their album Moving Pictures and has an introductory rhythm that spells the song's name in Morse code? Question 9. At one point turned into a heifer in some stories, what priestess to the Greek goddess Hera and mortal lover to Zeus lends her name to the third largest moon of Jupiter? And number 10, Josh Hartnett played high school student Hugo, who schemes to sabotage his friend, played by Mekhi Phifer, in what 2001 film adapted from a William Shakespeare tragedy? Now is the moment, folks. Make sure you have something in all 10 of those blanks and click submit answers as soon as you're able. I will start the countdown timer momentarily. Here comes that countdown timer. Look out. All right, I've got some answers for you all from this round. Not really a mystery round, but it did follow a pattern. Jai Halal, if you got the pattern correct, you should not have to rearrange anything. So hopefully that is the case. So let us see. Heading back to number one here. DVT stands for deep vein thrombosis is your answer. Number two, your question that Denmark player of a sport, Victor Axelsen, won a gold medal in badminton is your answer. 17 teams got that one right. Number three, our question here about that type of food, a popular Indian curry dish that means wine and garlic in Portuguese. It is curry vindaloo. Vindaloo, your correct answer there. Number four, during his second term, René Barrientos, the president of Bolivia. Bolivia is the country. 17 teams got that one right. Our next one, question 5. I asked you all to name the first name of the fictional character Chastain, the subject of a best-selling romance novel series created by fictional author Paul Sheldon, who's himself in a book by Stephen King. The name of the book, the name of the movie, and the name of Chastain, that character, it's Misery. Misery Chastain. Our next question here is about that Canadian national park. That first national park is called Banff. Banff National Park. Banff. Banff. Our next question, number 7. I asked you all to name the TV show for which Gwyneth Paltrow won an Emmy Award as a guest actor playing Holly Holiday. That show is Glee. She was on Glee as a substitute teacher. Question number 8, that Rush song in which they play the song's name in Morse code. It is named for the airport code for the Toronto International Airport, which is YYZ. YYZ. And number 9, that moon of Jupiter, the third largest one, is called Io. And number 10, that William Shakespeare-based movie that stars Josh Hartnett and Mekhi Phifer is simply called Oh, and you may have noticed in this round that all of your answers decreased by one letter. We started out with thrombosis, and then we went down to badminton, vindaloo, Bolivia, misery, Banff, Glee, YYZ, IO, and then the one letter of O. Hope you figured it out and it helped you out as you entered in your responses in this round. Let us check in briefly with our standings. We're halfway through the game. How's it going, folks? I hope you're having fun, regardless of what your score reflects. This tie for 8th right now is all of these teams with 6 points. Taco Truck Mafia, Jewel Hand Luke, Platinum Stance, Hands in the Ayers, Jackash Incorporated, Banana Dang, Taco Truck Mafia, the OG Recipe, Taco Truck Mafia 666, tied in 6th with 7 points, the Blue Shells and Jive Turkeys, tied in 4th with 8 points, Team 578 and the Helsinki Syndrome, and a 3-way tie for the lead, 10 points thus far. What is up with these scores? Those are wrong. Rum Runner and 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It's because I didn't reveal them, you fool. I was like, why haven't they been updated? You're right. I'm just catching up on this. I can't see everything at once, but there we go. Now we're just going to do the top 3 teams because of my foolish mistake. But let's see how the top 3 teams are doing. Okay. All right. We're looking. In 3rd, we've got a tie. 18 points. Pieced it together. And Team 578 tied for the lead. This makes way more sense after 2 rounds. Not 10 points, but 20 points. Perfect scores. 20 for 20. The Rum Runner and 2 for the drinks. 2 for the snacks. Thank you for keeping me honest, Team 578. Always trying to be perfect, but it's not something that can be accomplished. What was our hardest one this round? Misery, 35%. That was it. That one was hard. Well done to those of you who got it right. Okay, folks, so we are halfway through the quiz, and the structure of this game is a wee bit different than what we're used to from week to week because we're going to end with a double points round and put right here in the middle of the game the picture round, which is a mystery themed round. In this category, you are going to see 10 images that are stills from movies. It is your job to name the movie for question 1 through 10. Then you're going to see an 11th blank there. And on that 11th blank, your goal is to identify what all of these movies have in common in some way. What is the theme of this round? And in fact, the theme that you are going to be figuring out is actually the theme for season 59 of our virtual quiz. We said goodbye to Jeff Goldblum. What are we saying hello to? Help us figure it out by solving this mystery picture round. So once again, simply looking for the name of the movie. You've got 5 minutes to work on the round, everyone. Here we go. Name these 10 movies and what you think links them all together. Good luck. Hi, everybody. We're halfway through the round. Rum Runner Trivia, excellent question. That is exactly right. The 11th box is for what you think the theme is. What do you think that theme is? You all have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to continue working on this round. Name the movies, and then in slot number 11, guess that theme. See you soon. It's happening, folks. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click submit answers. The countdown timer is going to start soon. Before I start the countdown timer, I want to give this caveat. If there's a movie in here that's a sequel of some sort, please make sure you put the exact movie that it is. Name the exact movie in order to get a point. I'll give you a little extra time in case you maybe want to change an answer. Okay, you've had your opportunity. The countdown timer is going. Let's do it. Looking for the names of these movies and trying to identify what our theme could possibly be for season 59 coming your way next week. Image number one, that movie that stars Whoopi Goldberg and a dinosaur, is called Theodore Rex. Image number two, that is the third Austin Powers movie, which is called Austin Powers in Gold member, your answer there. Our next image, that is The Cable Guy. Image number four is Field of Dreams. Number five, that movie is called Mouse Hunt. Image number six, that is The Martian. Image number seven, that is Solo, a Star Wars story. Image number eight is Wonka. Image number nine is Bros. And image number 10 is The Guilt Trip. Our theme for next season, only one team figured it out based on this round. A very special shout out to the Helsinki Syndrome for putting the pieces together. Well done. Okay, let's go through it here. We've got Whoopi Goldberg. She played a hyena. Beyonce played Nala. Matthew Broderick played Simba. We've got Mufasa in number 4 with James Earl Jones. Timon in number 5 with Nathan Lane. Chiwetel Ejiofor in number 6 played Scar in the 2019 version of this movie. In number 7, we've got another Simba with Donald Glover. In image number 8, we've got Rowan Atkinson, who played what's his name? Zazu. In number 9, we've got Billy Eichner, who played Timon. And number 10, Seth Rogen, who played Pumbaa. Your theme for next season is... You've been Lion Kinged for the first time, and we'll be Lion Kinged in every single game we send your way in season 59. I hope very much that you will join us for next season, and I'm looking forward to Lion Kinging you all for many, many times in season 59. Well done, Helsinki, for figuring that one out. You've been Lion Kinged, folks. Let's check in with our actual standings here. I did, in fact, update them. I'm certain of that. As it stands, heading into our final round, which, as I noted before, is a double points round. Things could change, but right now, with 20 points in ninth place, Jewel Hand Luke, Banana Dang, and Team Cockroach. In eighth with 21, Jack Ash Incorporated. In seventh with 23, Why Not Zoidberg? In sixth with 25, Team 578. In fifth with 26, The Blue Shells. In third with 28, Pieced It Together and the Helsinki Syndrome. In second with 29, The Rum Runner. And in the lead with 30 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. It all comes down to this final category of today's game. We'll find out who is getting those emoji crowns added to their team name with this odd one out themed round. In this round, for every single question, you are going to have 3 multiple choice options. For each question, 2 of those options are correct. You can select up to 2 options for each of the questions to receive a total of 2 points if both of them are correct. If you click 2, they're both right, you get 2 points. If you click 2 of them and one of them is incorrect, you get 0 points for that question. So you could simply click one of them if you are not entirely sure and want to be a little cautious. Just pick one, and if you get that one right, you will get that 1 point. Or you can risk it all and guess 2, hoping for those 2 points, even if you're not so sure. Play it how you will. There are 10 questions in this round. And then, as always, a tiebreaker question to close out our game. Here is round 4, question number 1. Which 2 of the following movies was Tom Hanks credited as an actor and as the director? Tom Hanks wrote and starred in all 3 of those movies, but he only directed 2 of them. Those 2 are That Thing You Do and Larry Crown. That Thing You Do and Larry Crown, your 2 correct answers, while Greyhound was directed by Aaron Schneider. Question number 2. Which 2 of the following chemical elements are named after a scientist born in the United States? The 2 chemical elements named after a scientist born in the US are lawrencium and seaborgium. Rutherfordium, named after Ernest Rutherford, a Nobel laureate born in New Zealand. Question number 3. Which 2 of the following cities are capitals of countries whose names end in stan? Dushanbe is the capital of Tajikistan, while Bishkek is the capital of Kyrgyzstan. Podgorica is the capital of Montenegro. Podgorica is the odd one out here, but only 9% of you went with that one, so well done. It didn't fool you there. Our fourth question in this round, here we go. Which two of the following served as a guest host of the game show Jeopardy in 2021? Jeopardy guest hosts in 2021. There were so many of them. Two of them include George Stephanopoulos and Savannah Guthrie are your two correct answers here. Kristen Welker did not guest host Jeopardy. Our fifth question in this odd one out round. Which two of the following stock symbols are for NASDAQ 100 companies that are categorized into the healthcare sector by the Global Industry Classification Standard? The two that are categorized as healthcare companies are Moderna's mRNA and AstraZeneca's AZN. KDP, on the other hand, not healthcare, but rather Keurig Dr. Pepper. How'd you do? Let's see. Quite well. 72% going with mRNA, 65% with AZN. Our sixth question in this round. Which two of the following actors have portrayed Ben Parker, Uncle to Spider-Man, in a live-action movie? In the 2002 Spider-Man, the first one starring Tobey Maguire, Cliff Robertson played Uncle Ben, while in the 2023 movie, or did it come out this year? I don't know, time. Madame Web, Adam Scott played Uncle Ben. 27 teams went with Adam Scott, which comes to 63%, while 23% were fooled by Michael Douglas here. has not yet played that character. Question 7. Which two of the following songs were released by Drake in 2024 during his rap feud with Kendrick Lamar? The two songs released by Drake as diss tracks pointed at Kendrick Lamar are Tailor Made Freestyle and The Heart Part 6. 7 Minute Drill is a diss track, but it's by J. Cole. It was released off of his album Might Delete Later, and somewhat ironically or appropriately was deleted later because it was removed from streaming services in April. How'd you do? That was tough. 42% of you going for the wrong one. I'm so sorry. 3 more questions. Question 8. Which two of the following French words are ballet terms listed in the American Ballet Theater's Ballet Dictionary? Legs out at an angle, crossed to the audience, is a croisé, while assembly lifting off the floor on one leg and landing on two simultaneously in a fifth position. So that's assemblée and croisé, while concasse is a cooking term. Most of you knew that, or you were like, concasse, that doesn't feel right. Concasse means to chop vegetables or fruit in a rough manner. Our 9th question here. Which two of the following are husbands of Evelyn Hugo in the 2017 Taylor Jenkins Reid fiction book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo? This one happened to be my hint of the night, and judging by your responses, nearly everyone got that hint. Follow me at Trivia Meredith. I will help you out every single time you play this virtual quiz, just a little bit. You studied up and you learned that Michael Wilding, in fact, was a real life husband of Elizabeth Taylor, whilst Harry Cameron and Don Adler were amongst the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Our final question of this round and of regular play, then we're getting to that tiebreaker to close out the game. Here it is, number 10. Which of the following are surnames of people who have at one point served as the vice president of the United States? Vice president under Teddy Roosevelt from 1905 through 1909 was Charles Fairbanks. Then VP under James K. Polk from 1845 to 1849 was George Dallas, Fairbanks, Dallas, both vice presidents. It was a tricky way to end things here. We're getting to that tiebreaker, then we'll check in with our final standings of the game and find out who is getting those emoji crowns for season 59 to sport proudly as they enter in their team names. As always, your tiebreaker question is going to have a number as an answer, and your goal is to guess as closely as you can to the correct number, meaning you can guess over or under in the event that you're part of a tie and you ended up in the top 15 or so teams. So we will sort out what happened with these tiebreakers and post the results on our Instagram at NYC Trivia League. So keep an eye out to see what ended up happening here tonight. We'll also review them next week in our virtual quiz as we launch our next season 59 right here next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Here is your final question. As of 2023, what is the current population of Bolivia? The current population of Bolivia, 12,186,079 people is your correct answer. 0% of you got it right, as I would hope for a tiebreaker like that. Before we go over these final scores, thank you all so much for playing with us in season 58 and for your continued support of NYC Trivia League. We're incredibly grateful to you. Thank you for keeping this virtual quiz thriving, alive and thriving over here. I love hosting for you all on this platform, and I hope that you love playing with us. Invite your friends. Let's keep it going, folks. Checking in with our final standings of the night for our top teams. Coming in 14th place, we've got a tie, 30 points, the Book Club and Platinum Stance. In 13th with 33 points, the Intellectual Magpies. Finishing in 12th with 34, Team Cockroach. In a tie for 9th with 35, Fusilli Jerry, Julehand Luke, and Why Not Zoidberg. Tied in 7th with 37, Jack Ash Incorporated and Team 578. Finishing in 6th place with 38 points, Banana Dang. In 5th with 42, the Blue Shells. In 4th place with 43 points, Pieced It Together. Finishing in 3rd with 46 points, the Helsinki Syndrome. In 2nd place with 48 points, 2 for the drinks, 2 for the snacks. And our winners tonight and new champions getting some crown emojis next to their Rum Runner emoji. It's the Rum Runner. Well done. Well played. Thank you all so much again for being here. I have been Meredith from NYC Trivia League and Quiz Night America. Looking forward to seeing you next Wednesday, the 12th of June, right here at quiz.nyctrivialeague.com at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. It's been a pleasure hosting for you all tonight and throughout the duration of this season. Thank you so much to Peter and the rest of our writing team for helping to put together the content that made this quiz so fun, so competitive here this evening. Thank you to Colin for making this possible, and thank you to Murr and the rest of the Rizzio team for creating the software that you all played the quiz on tonight. Okay, congrats, the Rum Runner. New winners of our league, brand new. Well played. I do believe it deserves one of these. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you real soon.